But if you ask me, there is something deeply disturbing about how our identities are redefined by the PAP to suit their goals and needs. What about what we want? But we here at New Narrative are all about solutions. So we are going to solve this problem for all of us. We're going to sort out this whole problem of racial categories once and for all with Singapore's first racial draft. But before we do, if you enjoy these videos and would like to see more of them, please visit newnarrative.com/support to join New Narrative as a member or donate to New Narrative. As a member, you gain access to our website of all our wonderful articles and comics and podcasts and videos, and you can interact with like-minded people who are fighting for a better Southeast Asia. Thank you very much, and now enjoy. Good evening and welcome to the first and maybe only racial draft in Singapore. This will determine once and for all the races of all these Singaporeans. I'm C, this is M, this is I, and that's O, and we're your hosts for this evening.
Thanks, C. And the crowd is here to support their races.
Well, Em, some of the biggest names in Singapore are on the line tonight, and I'm excited to see who's going to be picked by each of the races. So, we're doing this playground style, with each race picking in turn for their team.
Seated behind us there on stage are the representatives of each race.
And believe it or not, the Malays have won the first pick.
Wow, that's new, right? Malays never win anything except football and takraw, maybe.
Yeah, but they'll probably still complain.
Yeah.
Awas aja ya kalian semua, kalau misalnya aku menang, gue usir lu semua dari negara gue, orang-orang asing.
Well, the Malay representative is making their pick now. Let's see who they choose.
Pilihan pertama kami pilih Presiden Halimah.
No surprises there. This was one of the biggest controversies in Singapore when the 2017 presidential election was limited to Malays in a blatant attempt to block Tan Cheng Bock from winning it. It was pointed out that Halimah had an Indian father and by all standard rules should be an Indian, so shouldn't have qualified either.
She wears a tudung, she grew up poor, she has 5 children, and all her work for the community has been exploited by the PAP for political gain. That sounds Malay to me. Thank you. A tremendous opportunity for me to finally, definitively be Malay. I will work hard for the Malay community, unlike when I was president. More importantly, free Palestine.
Oh, all right. Okay, that's too bad. So now that she's actually Malay, the PAP are worried that she's going to be more loyal to Malaysia than to Singapore and have, quite unfortunately, silenced her.
The others are mixed.
Who do you think the others will pick?
I'm not sure. Perhaps Xia Xue, aka Wendy. She desperately wants to be white. Here comes the others representative. Hi, I'm Jewish. With our pick, the others select Joseph Schooling. No surprises there. Joseph Schooling, Singapore's only Olympic gold medalist, Eurasian, Chinese mother, Eurasian father, now fully Ang Mo.
What a steal! The Chinese must be very upset.
I'd like to say a tremendous opportunity for me to finally be part of a race and have a home. I've been so confused if I'm Chinese or white, but now that I'm white, I'm emigrating to the USA. Goodbye, losers!
Well, I'm sure he'll be back once he sees the tax rates in the US.
We're still keeping the medals though.
Okay, time for the Indians. There's been a lot of speculation as to who's going to be picked here, as there are many half-Indian Singaporeans who have distinguished themselves. Here's the Indian rep.
We, the Indians, have decided to give away our third pick to the Chinese. But they have also promised in exchange to take away from us once and for all with their 20th and final pick. We win Balakrishnan.
Wow! What an unexpected deal! What do you make of this?
So it's a solid and shrewd deal, see? The Indians only move down one spot in the draft, but in exchange they get rid of one of the most unpopular politicians in Singapore. Vivian Balakrishnan, now a Chinese.
Alamak, we should have done that with Masagos.
Born of a Tamil father and a Chinese mother, Vivian is of course notorious for a long list of gaffes,
including deliberately outing Vincent Vijay Singha, complaining about Singaporeans eating at restaurants instead of hawker centres, mismanaging the Youth Olympics, lying to the public about Trace Together data only being used for contact tracing, renting a massive bungalow in Ridout Road, and liking Calvin Cheng's Facebook post, but then claiming that the account was hacked or some bullshit like that.
Okay, guess whose turn it is? Chinese people.
Finally! We always have to give way to the other races. So difficult to be Chinese in Singapore. I wait so long. With the third pick of the draft, the Chinese take President Taman.
我是上港曼。
Oh my god, what a coup! The President of Singapore is Chinese again. He could actually rejoin politics and become the Prime Minister now.
But Tharman is not Chinese. According to this OB marker, he's not even an eighth Chinese. He's actually 100% Indian. Wow. How will the Indians take this?
After some very peaceful negotiation, we have decided with the Chinese that we will let them take Taman on the condition that they also go and take Shanmugam and they give us Gurmit Singh.
Wow, we are really cleaning house here tonight. Getting rid of one of the most hated men in Singapore, and then we're exchanging him for one of our most beloved entertainers. We are the best in Singapore and in JB, and some would say Batam, baby.
And you still have the next pick.
That's right.
With our next pick, the Indians take TikTok CEO something like that.
Oh my god! This draft keeps throwing up twists and turns. Chu Shou-zi, CEO of the biggest social media company in the world, who famously had to tell US Senator Tom Cotton repeatedly that he is not Chinese. Turns out he's actually Indian. Also, the Indians now control TikTok. What a move!
Vanakkam, bitches. Who's Chinese now, Senator?
Okay, sorry. Speaking of the US, we are getting some breaking news that Joseph Schooling has been deported from the US for not being white enough. Too bad.
And I've just received news that we are being shut down for, quote, disrupting racial harmony, unquote. Everyone here is getting arrested under the Maintenance of Racial Harmony Act. Thanks for joining us on this incredible night, everyone. Our coverage ends here, but be sure to follow the rest of the draft on our website. Congratulations to all the races.